Greetings all, peace and blessings, and welcome to another episode of Reflecting on Divinity. I am Ifarounke Deidre Prescod, and today we are sitting with another phrase from the coloring book, Reflecting on Divinity, a Meditative Journey Using Colour, allowing it to speak to us and stir us into reflection. As always, I invite you to simply be present. You do not have to color along, but if you wish, feel free to pause and gather your tools. Remember, this journey is about opening up to yourself and to Source, using color as a portal and wisdom as your compass. Today's phrase is, as I invoke the divine tool of intention, wisdom demands that I accept that everything is flavored by the integrity of the information it is fed. Let us begin with the first part. As I invoke the divine tool of intention. The word invoke is sacred. It is a calling forth, a summoning of something greater than just a thought. Intention here is not casual. It is spiritual. It is the lens through which your life is projected. When we invoke intention, we are placing an energetic command out into the unseen, into the field of potentiality. The intention you set becomes a tuning fork for your actions, decisions, and even your internal dialogue. So ask yourself, what am I intending today? And what spirit am I bringing to that intention? Are you moving from clarity or from confusion? From fear or from faith? The quality of the intention begins with the integrity of your inner space. Are your intentions honorable and in the best interest of the higher good for all? Or are they shallow and self-serving? Or even so base that we end up undermining ourselves? These are the deeper questions wisdom asks us to explore before we dare to plant the seeds of intention. And it is worth remembering, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That phrase may sound harsh, but it serves as a sobering reminder. Intention, while powerful, is not action. It is not alignment by itself. It is the first step. But if it's not followed by integrity-driven action, it remains just that, a step, without motion, without direction. Now listen to how the next line begins. Wisdom demands. It doesn't request. It doesn't suggest. It demands. That is strong language. Why would wisdom demand something from us? Because once you become aware, once your eyes are opened to the way energy and intention work, you can no longer pretend to be asleep. Wisdom becomes your inner elder, your soul's voice of reason, calling you to responsibility. Wisdom says, if you are going to use intention as a tool, then be mindful of what you are feeding it. Because every intention, no matter how well meant, will manifest based on the soil it grows from. This reminds us that every step along that chosen path must align, or it will derail us. We cannot get careless or too comfortable. Truth be told, once an intention is invoked, we should dig deeper and become totally focused, because we are now dealing with some serious stuff. This is soul level work, not surface declarations. Now let us sit with this part. Everything is flavored by the integrity of the information it is fed. Just like a dish is flavored by its ingredients, our thoughts, beliefs, and actions are flavored by the integrity of the information behind them. And by integrity, I don't just mean honesty. I mean wholeness, truthfulness, alignment, clean input. This applies to what we believe about ourselves, what we consume online, the advice we follow, even the stories we tell ourselves about life, the company we keep, the things we continue to hold on to that no longer make sense. Sometimes we cling to things simply because we are too weak to use our God-given minds to declare, even if only to ourselves, that we have had the nerve to change our minds. And yet, what is the purpose of having a mind if we are afraid to use it? Change is a natural part of being authentic and true to self. It does not disprove authenticity. It reinforces it. If the source is distorted, the result will be flavored by that distortion. If the input is rooted in wisdom, the fruit will carry that essence. So when I invoke intention, I have to ask, is the information I am basing this on clean, clear, rooted in truth? Or am I acting on misinformation, fear, assumptions, or inherited beliefs that no longer serve? Unfortunately, we often let fads and fashion lead us into unknown realms. And for the sake of show or the impressions we want to make, we dabble in things that are best left alone if we are not serious and willing to go the distance. We have to stay away from pretense. There is a responsibility that comes with invoking intention. It is not about performance. It is about purpose. When we pretend or take shortcuts, we dilute the very power we are trying to activate. Think of it like cooking. You may have the best pot and the most sacred fire, but if you put spoiled or artificial ingredients in, the food will not nourish. It will not bless. It may even harm. Our intentions are the same. Let this be your guiding question this week. What is feeding my intention right now? And is it in integrity with what I truly value and believe? And here's an action prompt. Before setting any goal or making a major decision, pause. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? Spend time in stillness if you are unsure. Let wisdom answer. And here's an affirmation. I set sacred intentions nourished by truth. I discern what I feed my spirit. My wisdom filters what enters my field. As we close today, I remind you that intention is not just about willing something into existence. It is about aligning with truth, and truth begins with the source. Feed your intentions with integrity, and your life will reflect the taste of wisdom. If this reflection resonated with you, I humbly invite you to like, share, and subscribe so others may find their way to these teachings. And as always, remember, your divine reflection matters. See you next time.